Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. So you're going to notice that it says that we recorded in-house, and I promise you, it's not a lie. It's just that technology isn't what it used to be, turns out. So, that and the fact that I'm also a raging idiot and didn't remember to hit record. So, in the first little bit of the podcast, you're not going to see our faces. However, later on, you will be able to see our faces. So do tune in, hang out, get yourself a little brewski, and enjoy the 5 o'clock reboot.
Hello guys, gals, non-binary pals. And welcome to the 5 o'clock reboot. You're going to notice something. There's video. You can see us. Haha. Even though you guys have probably already seen, if you follow us on TikTok, it's some technical difficulties as is part for the course. Literally every single week we do something else goes awry.
For sure. This week it is actually my fault because I forgot to grab my laptop charger when I moved out. I thought I had it. I did not. So here we are, getting as much as we can out of what's left of my battery. So we're gonna have fun.
It's about as good as it gets. But as a housewarming gift for Alex, we are actually drinking something that he made for a couple of your buddies.
I did.
And so we're going to give that a try. I've not tried it yet. Very excited. Would you like to explain to them what this is?
I would absolutely love to. All right, so everybody, so what this is Old Smokey's Sour Raspberry Moonshine and Master Mix's Margarita Mix. That's all it is. And since it is a weaker liquor, I usually make it about a 1-to-1 ratio. I've discovered that if you do that and you put a little bit of salt on the rim, you can get some salt at your grocery store. But I've come to discover that it tastes a lot like the Sour Punch Straw candy. So without further ado, now that we can actually make the drinks, Sláinte, first one's free.
Oh yeah. That's as good as you said it was.
Buddy, listen, I know what I'm talking about.
I know a thing or two about mixing drinks.
I don't really, but I try.
Give this guy one bartending kit and he gets some all of a sudden he's MacGyver of all drinks.
And I like salt. I like salt a lot.
Salt's good.
I'm salty.
Salt is good for you.
Salt. Is it really?
No.
Oh.
Not in high doses.
I'm gonna die.
Probably. We've also been pre-gaming ahead of time, just due to the fact that we are going to be running on a tight schedule, a tight budget.
Yes.
Mainly just a tight time limit. Jeez and crow. We've been drinking.
Absolutely. We did not drink on the drink though. As par for the course and as for the tradition, we were sure to save this drink for the show. I actually pre-gamed on 1, 2, 3. I drank a beer. I drank another beer, and then I drank a third beer. Is what I did to pre-game for this. And our good friend here, what did you have?
I drank one of the Mackenzies, as we drank
Mackenzie.
4 episodes ago, 5 episodes ago,
Several episodes ago.
And then I also drank not 1, but 2 shots of the raspberry. Just to keep up.
Oh yes,
This is good.
dude. I'm excited about this.
And then hopefully in the future, what's going to happen is we'll be able to actually fix a lot of the problems that we had. We're recording this on my phone, so I can't even see what I look like right now.
Yeah.
My eyes are probably whited out like an anime character.
You probably
I bet it is that shit where they sit there like that all the time. It probably is. If it isn't, great. Completely ignore this. If it is, great. Completely ignore this. I'm just imagining what that's going to look like if that's just like the whole episode is just constant glare on my glasses.
Derek Senpai.
Derek Senpai.
Oh, jeez. So, a great. I'm feeling it already. Just letting everybody know. I pre-gamed so I could feel it, so we could have that great quality content for this short time.
As much as we could get.
I was like, I usually start feeling about this time, so let's just go ahead and start knocking back.
Let's just start going, boys.
But what I've done. So we got here. We got everything set up. We have a wonderful little setup here to me, which beats the hell out of my last setup.
Oh man,
Dude, did you see my last setup?
I didn't.
Okay, so everybody, my last setup, I was sitting in the corner of my bedroom at my old house. I was living with my parents, and I was doing everything incognito. Nobody knew I was recording, or nobody in the house knew I was recording or anything like that because we would start so late. But I had a drawer on a little bedside table, and I had a boom arm for a microphone. And what I would do is I would take the drawer, because it had a little clamp, but the clamp wasn't suited to clamp onto the set of the table. So what I did was I would open the drawer, set it in there, and like just shut it, so that it would stay. And I would finagle with that till I just had it sit up, and I was like, okay, if I don't touch this, I can get a couple hours of recording without it falling over, which didn't happen every time.
It didn't happen every time. Just every so often, where you would literally shit your pants every single time it fell over, and it'd scare the shit out of me in post. Even though I know what happens next, because see, whenever I edit the videos, I still have like a pretty good memory about like what happens when, where, but there'll be times, and even whenever I'm recording, I can still see the spike in audio because I'm like, okay, it's happening in about 3, 2, boom, and it just scares the shit out of me.
You scared me.
But feeling it, dude. But man, it was like every single time it fell, or anytime you drop something, it would scare the shit out of me. And my setup is a little different from Alex's. I've been a PC gamer for like 5+ years now, so I've already had like a desk set up. Everything looks sexy. Boom arm mic and everything. And I've got a gaming chair because
must be nice.
Oh, it's not. I'm wanting to get it's the leather. It's the fake leather. It's not comfortable sitting for hours. I literally bought like craft foam to sit on.
Oh, buddy.
It's just like and it's literally just like squares of foam just sitting in my chair. Now it's comfy because it's not just leather clinging to me.
Is it foam of the styro variety?
No, thank God.
That would be wild. You're just over here trying to stream. You're like, all right, guys, and
well, the thing is, on occasion, don't know why I'm about to tell you guys this. On occasion, if I'm if I'm editing, sometimes I usually take a shower, and then I'll just come in, dry, of course. I make sure I dry off first. But I'll come in and sit down, no clothes, and just start editing.
You know, man, there's a freedom in that. And I've actually recently discovered that freedom.
You've waddled about.
Okay, so everybody, the reason why we are able to come to you in video and in-house is because I recently moved out. I'm living. I'm currently living on my own, and it's a pretty exciting thing. I've realized that I could sit out here on my little couch at 2 a.m. and play the banjo butt-ass naked if I so chose. I have not done that, but I have sat out here butt naked and throat sang before. Just cause.
That's the first thing I did, honestly.
Oh yeah, you get out there and you just. I crossed my eyes for that,
Well, I'll see it then. But if not, I'll see it then. I actually remember the first time I moved out. I lived in a 9x15 apartment.
There it is. I got it.
And the first thing that I did after literally cleaning everything, because it was a cement floor, like mopped everything, got everything cleaned up to my standard. I have high standards for my cleaning, whenever I do clean. First thing I did was took a shower and just made myself at home around my surroundings. Plumb ass naked, just walking around my room, just chilling. Sat down on my computer, played some games, sat on my bed, watched some videos, just lived it up, lived my life, and then sure enough, I moved in with someone else. Now I can't do that.
I mean, you still could, technically.
Well, I mean,
they may not like it.
Yeah, they would be very frowned upon.
How do you know?
That's a good point. Like, I guess I never asked him if he'd be okay with seeing me dick swinging.
I mean, that little 1x4, I mean, as much as it could swing, you know.
Well, I mean, it's more of like a shimmy, really.
Shimmy.
Like a shimmer from like a Mirage. It kind of looks like that, just my penis.
So is that what the B-52s were singing about when they said the whole shack shimmy? Were they talking about like a 1x4 fucking just...
Yeah. They saw me actually running through the woods, and...
How old are you?
Well, we'll talk about it. Back in the day, whenever I was a braver man, I would run through the woods, butt naked. Not zooted butt naked, just butt naked. And I would make my way through the woods, and I never really thought about the fact that some people might very well be just, camping. And out of fear, I screamed and peed, projectile peed, like...
While you were running?
While I was running.
Now, were you holding it while you were running, or were you just...
Oh, it was...
Were you, like, creating a stream in front of you that you were running into?
Oh, that's... You know how, you know those videos where kids will, like, stick their head out the window with a mouthful of water and then spew it out, and the car's going at, like, max speed?
Oh.
Like a nice 30, 40 miles an hour.
Oh, stop
so
it.
It's going out and just right back into them.
Oh.
It was like that, except instead of being water, it was my own urine.
You know...
Moral of the story.
We're 11 minutes into this episode. Did you know that?
Well,
this is going to be probably one of the best episodes we've ever recorded. I ain't even shitting you. I mean...
it's going to be one of those things that... what was the most views? We had like... was it 112?
That's total plays, dude.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like,
we have the most views on episode 2 when I, died.
Yeah. Well, episode 1 was such a shit show.
Listen here. Listen. Horsejacking an elephant.
Horsejacking an elephant, and he's just working the ass.
He's just working the ass. This is everybody at home.
Oh, God.
If you've been with us since episode 1, I want you to see the visual that Derry saw on the very first episode. All those days ago, all those months, the moons, oh God, the moons ago. Whenever I was talking about this, back when my setup was sitting on the floor in my closet, I was saying, and they were just working the ass. I was doing this little number. It was just so fun.
Mike Tyson didn't have a right hook like that man who was working the ass of the elephant.
He really didn't. I mean, Mike Tyson would get his shit rocked. I mean, really. Who'd have thought? I mean, really and truly, who would have thought that studying zoology would have such close ties to boxing?
It's technique.
I think it really is technique. I mean, let's think about it, man. Zoology, you'd have to have close ties to boxing. What are you going to do if a lion comes up at you, man? Goes to rear up at you? Deck his ass.
I mean, either that or just start fisting his ass.
Dude, if it's a lion, it might start fisting your ass.
I mean, yeah. But can you imagine the amount of either confusion or sheer lack of ability to know what to do if a bipedal creature that you were intending to make your lunch all of a sudden just pulled a 180 on you and just started working you like a master puppet?
To be fair, if a bipedal creature now just turned a 180 and started working me like a puppet, I'm pretty sure I don't know what I would do.
I'd panic. I wouldn't know how to panic. There would be no...
Hey. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, there's like... If I'm fighting a guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting up on him.
Put up dukes. Got him.
All of a sudden, he whips around me. Omae no Moshinderu my ass, and then proceeds to work me like a puppet. There's going to be nothing but panic.
There might be some pain in there.
Well, there will be pain, but it'll be clouded, absolutely fogged out by the amount of panic in my system, trying to discover A, where did this man go? B, why am I now 3 to 4 feet up in the air? And C, why does it all of a sudden feel like I'm having to shit while I'm shitting, but the shit proceeds to go deeper inside me? That is a visual I never actually visibly thought or physically thought I would ever have in my mind. And here we are today, ladies and gentlemen. I regret everything.
I was just trying to say we punch a line in the face. Dude, we're 14 minutes into the episode right now. Usually at this point, you and I are like, yes, the drink is quite good.
It's a good drink.
This is a phenomenal drink. How was your week, Derry? You know, but now we're over here fucking fisting lions. We're
Fisting lions, and we're also getting fisted.
This episode is explicit. Just letting you know. Now, you should know beforehand.
I was gonna say,
If you
didn't know, they know now.
If you're here, you should know we're explicit. Oh, jeez. I'm having a blast already, though. This is why we've been needing to record freaking in-house. I touched his knee. You're gonna need to get your girlfriend to watch this one. Touched his knee again.
You know, you said that was the first thing that you were going to do whenever we recorded in-house, was touch my knee.
Awkwardly, didn't I?
I don't think you said awkwardly, just in a general scape of like, I will touch your knee.
Buddy, I got so drunk, I don't remember what we talked about in the first episode, aside from horse jacking, because I remember I was so excited to tell everybody about that episode. I was like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to have this cool podcast. And then the episode came up, and they were like, did y'all record? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, what's it called? And I said, no.
Yeah. You don't get to know.
I said, I'm at work. No.
I remember whenever I first started talking about it to people who was interested in it, I said, maybe don't listen to the first episode. Maybe wait until the next one. Because of the fact that it wasn't even 30 minutes in, and we're just immediately talking about horsejacking and just working the ass.
We're not even 20 minutes in and talking about working your ass today.
And a lion's ass, but no one's keeping track.
I was talking about decking a lion in the face.
Hey, look, I'm saying, if you were to get into a fight with a lion,
okay,
and you run around it, and you proceed to check it for any kind of weird prostate cancer,
okay,
what do you think it would do besides literally freak the fuck out? I think it would not even know how to take you off the senses at that point.
I think you're overestimating my speed and dexterity.
Well, this is a hypothetical, so this is a...
Hypothetical?
Yeah, this is a hypothetical, saying that you just had great speed, all of a sudden your adrenaline kicked in, your balls are in your throat, your heart's in your ass, a full switch, and you just all of a sudden are able to run faster than a lion can perceive.
Okay.
And you proceed to make it into a literal living, breathing Muppet.
Okay, so we went from me envisioning this in real life to me envisioning this as me being some sort of cool anime, like hero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, might as well be an anime protagonist.
Absolutely.
He's got funny blonde hair sticking up.
Yeah, I know. Freaking
You're Goku.
Oh, well, I was going somewhere else, but okay. I don't have a headband. That's why I'm not wearing. I thought I was. But anyway, so I'm over here, and I'm just like, oh, look at that lion. And I just fucking... And I'm behind it. And that's where we switch anime. See, we go from me being Goku to me being fucking Kakashi. And I'm just like, 1,000 years of death. But I don't stop at the fingers with this line.
It's not a one knuckler or a two knuckler or a three knuckler. This is an elbower.
Oh my god. Dude, that'd be 2 elbows. I'd have to be like, yeah. Dude, that would hurt me.
Well, it would hurt you, but just imagine what the lion's feeling. I don't know. It's like a serious thought process between you and an actual thing going on. As a living, breathing organism, how would you feel if something was able to get behind you fast enough and just start working your ass?
I would feel fear.
There would be nothing
I would be freaking
but
out.
fear, and not just the fact that he just 1,000 years of death to you or 1,000 years of pain. He just
he was in front of me. I was like, "You ready to go, mother?" And then he's gone.
He's gone, and
he's there.
He's not a one knuckler, a two knuckler, or a three knuckler. He's elbow deep. He's slaying you about.
He would murder me. That's what that would be if you're elbow deep inside of a human being. You're fucking up organs, and if they're doing this little number, you're done.
He's like your prostate's a little inflamed. You should get that looked at.
If he's past the prostate,
He's like, you're just slinging, thanks, man. I'll get that checked.
Do you think he's got a pinky just like hanging down his back?
He's just checking it.
He's up here.
He
but
checked
he's got a pinky.
He
that's
checked it on the
stuck
way
out.
in. He's grazed. He's like, ooh, that seemed inflamed.
Just checking it with his elbow. He's like,
Yeah,
there
it's,
it
you
is.
should really get that checked, buddy.
And he's like, oh, I feel an ulcer right here. And I'm like, and I'm done. I'd be dead. That's how I feel. Oh my God, I'm doing good today. Phew. Okay, so now that we got the fun stuff in, everybody, Derry, I want you to tell me something right now. So far, how are you feeling?
Well, now that I'm 2 shots in, a whole beer, and whatever the hell this would be considered. What about 3? Is that 3, 4 shots?
I'm 3 or 4.
And I'm almost halfway through. Yeah, we're going places.
Good.
Also, in further news, well, by the time this comes out, the second episode should already be up. But we officially have our first episode in the gaming channel.
We do officially have our first episode in the gaming channel. Listen, if you're here right now, I need you to do me a favor. Number 1, enjoy your time here. Listen, have a drink with us. If you don't drink, that's fine.
Drink anyway.
No.
Peer pressure.
Fucking no.
Everyone's doing it.
No. If you don't drink, grab you a bottle of water. Just hang in with us.
Get some grape juice.
Grape juice.
It's the closest thing you can get to drinking without getting drunk.
Hey, get you some margarita mix, but don't get the alcohol. Virgin margarita. But anyway, you know, enjoy this episode. But then once you finish this episode, if you're like, good golly day, I've listened to every other episode of the 5 O'Clock Reboot. I kind of want some more of these guys. How can I find that? Where can they find that, Derry? Would that happen to be at the 5 O'Clock Reboot gaming channel?
Would that happen to be at the 5 O'Clock Gaming Reboot channel? Shit.
We can't be confusing people right now.
The 5 O'Clock Reboot Gaming channel.
Allow me to pull it up so I can tell you right.
If I can edit this properly in the future, here's the episode right here. And then if the second one is up, it'll be right here, over Alex's face. Also over my face.
There it is. Oh my God, there it is.
I'm not gonna remember how to edit this.
We'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
But there it was. It is 5 O'Clock Reboot Gaming.
Had a lot
Now-
of fun editing that one, actually.
Did you really?
I did, because I got to learn a whole bunch of new stuff about it. Because like the intro sequence, I didn't want it to just be like title. I wanted it to have something to go with it. And sure enough, through the power of YouTube and sheer boredom, in about 10 minutes of my life that I'll never get back, I learned how to make an intro. That tasted familiar.
Are you sinning right now? Did you just burp?
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I've been clearing my throat like a mofo.
You've been clearing your asshole, too.
Dude, I cleared my asshole a little bit ago. I'm not going to talk about that. We don't need to talk about nothing like that on this podcast. And episode of YouTube, everybody. Oh my good Lord above. Golly, am I feeling it right now, dude.
We're getting there. And see, what's cool is, what I like about filming in-house, unless we start doing things specific to YouTube, we can still take this and put it on Spotify.
Oh my goodness. So everyone on Spotify, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you listening to us.
I mean, first off, thank you for, what is it, over 50 listeners?
Over 50 unique listeners. Now that's not necessarily 50 followers, but that's 50 unique
There's
listeners.
still 50 unique listeners, which
So-
means that we're getting enough people to come and listen to us, because for some reason you find us funny enough to stick around.
Absolutely. Please.
Why? I don't know, but thank you anyway, because you found us funny enough to continuously listen to over the time, for the time being, and for all eternity, because now you belong to us, as is per the small license agreement that you didn't sign and didn't read, but by listening to the podcast you did purposefully agree to.
Yes.
No questions asked. Thank you.
No questions asked. I am grabbing my second margarita.
I need to catch up with you. Because I
So
keep
everybody-
talking and not drinking.
As is your thing. It's okay. It's okay. Listen.
Hey, it's good though.
Listen. One of us has to be the funny one, and the other one has to be the drunk one. It's just the way it is.
Why do you think I'm drinking so much then?
Why do you think I'm always ahead of you in drinking, son?
Oh, I thought you were the funny one.
I'm calling my boy out.
You calling me out for being funny?
Yeah.
I don't think it's calling out. I think it's a compliment.
I'm calling you out for being funny.
Looking. I told you that in confidence. That's my self-conscious band.
I know. I just wanted to expose it to everybody because I'm an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
I've been telling everybody that I work with that I'm an asshole. And they're like, I don't really think you're an asshole. And I'm like, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't listen to the 5 o'clock reboot. If you don't listen to the 5 o'clock reboot, then you don't know me.
I mean, because that's us being at home and being able to be ourselves, which is great because it's unfiltered, technically.
By God, is it unfiltered? Jeez,
It's. I mean, we don't really hold back. I mean, of course, you know, we don't really say everything that's on our mind. Like, the fact that I took 15 shits in a week. Kind of important information for me, but for other people, not so much. Is that not pertinent information to you?
I share pretty much everything, bro.
I just shit all the time.
I feel you. I have laid back to avoid using the bathroom in my pants because now let me tell everybody something. I know what y'all are thinking. These guys, wow. Why? I know. I ask the same question sometimes. I did not evacuate anything before recording this. So there are 3 beers and a whole entire ass margarita in here. So I am laid back.
Do you need to pee?
Yes, I do.
Go pee.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? This is my house. Jesus criminy. I was about to be like, oh my God, can I go and have a piss in my bathroom? Oh.
Jeez, I'm crow. I'll skip on downtown here and have story time with Derry. I really don't have a story. I'm not gonna lie. I literally haven't been doing anything this week. I've been working more. What's a good story for you? See, this is the part that you don't see. Unless you don't see this later, in which case I'll just edit the whole thing out. We can talk about my trip today. So today, we got a whole bunch of stuff in for specifically the podcast. So I ended up getting this ring light that you're seeing on my face. You're not seeing the ring light, you're seeing it on my face. We got a boom arm, we got 2 boom arms. We got everything here set up. And I almost forgot the alcohol to bring. Except for our buddy Alex reminded me. Thank everything. Because I know for a fact that I would have forgot it. And if I would have forgot it, that would have been 2 things that go wrong in the week, and we've never had that happen before. It's usually at least once per week, whenever we record, something goes wrong. One thing or another. So this week would have been 2, and that would have been really bad. So thankfully we avoided that. But yeah, no, we went out, we kind of went out on the town and started finding as much stuff as we could. Then eventually we found our way going down to Knoxville, because we went to get the mic boom arms. Got mine. Talked to Alex about it. He was busy doing some other stuff. And I was like, oh my God. Why didn't I think about this? I'm already at the place where I could get it. I could just get him to cash out me the money to get it, and I could just get it. So now we have 2 mic arm boom sticks, tripod boom mic stands, and we can only use one because we're dinguses and don't fully think about things. And he is shitting on the floor and twerking. Thus concludes my story.
Now, if you're here on YouTube, you just saw me come back in. If you're here on Spotify, I jigged and danced my way back in so gracefully. I'm so proud of myself.
You're making me feel like this is a reality TV show.
Really?
More like The Office. Not so much like Friends or something. Where it's just like an awkward random cutaway.
And just fucking zooms in.
Yeah.
Whoever's just like,
as they look at the camera, it just slowly zooms into their face. You know, I will tell you, my life would be so much more fun if that was the case.
if we were in a reality TV show?
If my life was a reality TV show, I would have so much more fun. Where it would just be like a cutaway of me being in some other room and just talking about the situation. Because I already do that in my head. So, where I work, we have certain uniforms that we have to wear. Now, of course, most of you guys are going to notice this shit anyway, because this probably happens to you. At your place of work, right? At your place of work, you have a uniform that shows that, hey, obviously, I work here, right?
Yeah.
Except for the fact that apparently the people who come there and knows what people look like in uniform because they're behind the register, they're putting things on shelves, they're literally doing job things while wearing these clothes that you are also wearing. And these people have the audacity to walk up to you and say, do you work here?
Okay, now I'm gonna hop in right here. I really think that that's an anxiety thing.
It probably is.
They, like, because there's been times that, I'm sure y'all can relate, but like, I have walked up to somebody knowing full and fucking well that this person in a reflective suit at Walmart pushing buggies, works there. Then I'm like, hey, I like to turn on a little bit of smolder, you know what I mean? And be like, do you work here? That way they'll be like really inclined to talk to me. They'll be like, oh my god, oh look at this.
They have to unbutton their
they're like,
vest.
oh my god. They start stripping. They're like, oh my god, this tubby man just decided to talk to me. That does not happen. Never once does that happen. If that ever happens to me, you all will be the first to know. I'll make a TikTok about it.
They'll be the second to know. I'll be the first to know. Because I guarantee right now, I'll be the first fucking person you call.
I will be. You will be.
The second person you would call, the second person I know for a fact that you would call would be your girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Because, you'd be like, I'm so sorry for telling you the second. This is some random shit that we just literally talked about on the podcast. I had to tell him first.
Here's a buggy boy. He started
stripping.
He started stripping. I've just got such a hot studly bod. I'm so strange. But anyway, that's what I do. I walk up to him. I put on the smolder. The smolder's important, everybody. And then I say, do you work here? And that's usually what gets it. You see, I even do that. I do that everywhere. I don't just do it at Walmart. Oh yeah, man. See, one of my favorite things to do, I do that at the courthouse. Yeah, I obviously not to anywhere that I may be kin to, but I'll go to some really random section of the courthouse and I'll walk up to somebody in a suit and I'll be like, do you work here? And then I'll leave. You see, because I don't want to witness some 80, 90-year-old person, stripping. They're not really 80 or 90 years old. I don't want to witness some really older person stripping. No offense to you, it's not my forte. I'm not a gilf guy. But anyway, I'll do that and then I'll leave just for fun, knowing that it's happening. Hey, Derry.
No, I don't work here.
Hold on.
Any ounce of that even remotely working just died with that fucking face. I hope to God that was caught on camera. If I can get that shit on camera, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna zoom in on it. I'm going to make it as prevalent as possible.
Please do.
that needs to be seen by the world. The menace that Alex is. We were talking about how dumb it was that people walk up to him and ask them, "Hey, do you work here?" And you're just over here.
I'm dying. Oh, God. Hey, hey, technically it works though, because this is the podcast.
It's not a job yet.
It's not. It's true. It's a hobby. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That means you strip. But yeah, no, it's something that aggravates the piss out of me because every single time at work that this happens, right? What I wear is very distinct and very obvious that I work there, right? So, what do?
What do they do?
They waddle up to me. They, "Excuse me, sir, do you work here?" I am physically putting jars on the shelf as we speak. No, I've actually just getting smart with them. Like, no, I don't actually work here. I actually just put this uniform on and just started putting shine on the shelves. What do you think?
You know, I've actually got that at my job.
Really?
I have. I'll be out there with somebody. I have a name tag on. Plain as day, I have a big old name tag just right there. And someone's been like, "Do you work here?" Thing is, they answer themselves before I do. Because, and that's probably for the better. Because I'd be like, "No, I live here." You
They
know?
don't feed me enough. Please help.
Bring food. Go elsewhere. Bring me a burger, please. Oh my God. We'll work for food. Give me one singular onion. I'll be pleased. Because onions have layers. Lots of layers. Make me
Lots
happy.
of layers.
Oh, lots of layers. But anyway, like, that's the one thing that gets me. Like, I've done that to people that I'm pretty sure work somewhere, you know? But, like, sometimes there is, like, do they really work here? I should ask. But a lot of times it's I know that they work here, but this is how I can introduce myself into conversation with this person.
Yeah.
You know, because not everybody's able to just walk up and be like, "You like jazz?" You know. See, he almost stripped because I'm so slick. But, you see, some people have to, like, ease into conversation with a stranger. Whether or not they, like, even though they may know that they work there, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, "Oh, you know, I work somewhere." And I know what it's like when someone comes up and talks to me, you know, I'd like for them to just come up and talk to me, you know? But some people are like, "Oh, I'm in a public setting. There's people here. I don't want to just walk up to this person that I don't know. I'm 99.9% sure they work here." You know what? No, they do work here, and I can tell this because they're actively working. But I can't just walk up and be like, "Where's this flavor?" You know what I'm saying?
I can do that.
You can. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Maybe the smacking might be an issue. I'm beating on you a lot.
It tends to happen.
I know you beat on yourself a lot. I beat myself off all the time. But anyway. You know, like, walking up to somebody, it's an easy way to get into a conversation, you know, but because someone who doesn't want to feel rude, which kind of roots back to anxiety, which means they may have, like, a mild issue with anxiety, like, especially, like, in public settings, anxiety, which is a very common thing. You know, I have no issues with taking my pants off and taking a shit right there in the diaper aisle in Walmart, but that's just me.
We're at 38 minutes. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check the camera. Make sure everything's still going well.
Are you okay? Listen, he's looking on you from that side. I'm looking on you from this side. Are you guys doing okay? Listeners on Spotify, I hope you're doing well. Listen, I care about you too. Are you doing okay?
How long is this? Is this a picture? I swear to God. Is this straight up a picture right now? I hate everything. That was straight up a picture that I took.
All right, everyone on YouTube. you're not seeing a video right now because you need to refer to our TikTok, which should be in the links. We're experiencing technical difficulties. We didn't record a damn thing.
You know what's happening right now, though? They've got video.
Y'all have video now?
They'll have video now.
Okay, everybody, if you're listening to this on YouTube, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing and look at your phone. Hi. I know I said I did a dance a little while ago. I did. I'll do it for you again. Hold on. Everyone on Spotify, I'll do a little song for you too. Wiggle my ass for dairy. All right, and down to the couch we go.
I'm just currently in the process of hating myself because I took a damn. You know what I'm gonna do? No joke. I'm gonna make that picture the entire fucking title card.
Please do.
Until that point, I'm gonna make an announcement beforehand that the video did not work because it only took a damn picture. But up until that point, it'll just be you. You zoomed in on your face and just be like, "Really?" That's straight up what it is.
Oh, that's a sexy ass picture. I'm gonna need you to send that to me, and we can record it tomorrow. We can, because I really hope you ain't driving tonight.
No.
That's right, my friends. Not only are we recording in house, Derry's my first overnight guest. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not feeding him. I'm keeping him captive.
Help. Please. Stop joke.
Hush.
Sorry.
That's right. What's my name?
Padre.
What?
Padre.
Absolutely.
Anyway. But I mean, you always talk about it's like an anxiety thing. But here's my thing. I feel like they know, if that's the case, that is like not the thing to say to them. Like, geez, bro, I need a drink.
Yeah, you need to finish our first margarita, dude. Just turn that shit up.
Give me a second. You gotta finish my story time.
Okay. Fair. I don't want to pressure you,
but I've had some people who straight up, they will walk to me while I'm facing them. And they will go, if I have a name tag right here, they will go, "Do you work here?" Like they come eye level and make eye contact with my left tit, which has my name tag on it, and they will just proceed to make eye contact with me and say, "Do you work here?"
Yeah.
Like,
I was trying to simulate it for him.
You look at them and you go, "No, I just have a name tag with the business's name on it and my own. Simply because I am such a fan of this business that I prefer to look as if I work here, whenever in actuality, I do not. I am here specifically to eat everyone's food and shit inside of every single urinal that they have in this facility." Shit, urinal. No. "Have a nice day." And then proceed to stock the shelves as you do. Which is what you do. Oh, what kind of job that was, but.
Now, what I want to know is, here's my question. How would you shit in a urinal? I'm trying to envision real quick. Hold on.
Well, because there's literally two ways, right? But I would prefer
front or back. Oh, you didn't take into account the sides.
I wouldn't say front and back. If I'm just taking a shit, I'm either hovering or sitting.
I only thought hovering.
I mean, if you're wanting to truly show that you have no regard for your own, what's the word?
Hygiene?
Hygiene's one. Self-respect. If you want to show
of the mind,
blatant disregard for your own hygiene, one would simply sit in the urinal and just proceed to do his business. And if people happen to start coming into the room, you simply use the lip of the urinal to break that connection, rip that stuff up as fast as possible, and act like nothing happened.
Is that what you would do?
This may or may not be premeditated. May also have happened before in a sheer panic.
So based off of based off of a true story.
Unfortunately.
Are you dead ass serious?
Yeah.
My man, listen. This is not just a mere man that I'm recording this podcast with. Nay, this is a legend. A man who is effectively and efficiently shitting a urinal.
This is not a prop moment. This comes with a story.
Well, since you're speaking from experience, how would you feel if I were to say theoretically, because I'm not shitting a urinal, me personally, I'm not. It's not my thing. If I were to put a voice to that, I'd be impersonating a past president. Because I've not shit in a urinal, it's not my thing. I've just not done it.
I've just not done it.
I've
I've
just
shot
not done
many
it.
things in my day, but just never shot.
And I shit in the greatest way, and it's just great. I don't know why I'm making like a Cusco face, you know what I mean? Like the freaking, like, bottom teeth out like a freaking llama. Anyway, I've not. Since you're speaking from experience, if I were to say that, like, you know, if I were to shit in a urinal that I would hover, like with my back sort of kind of in the urinal, would you think I was crazy?
Well, I mean, I can kind of answer this with the story, because each individual situation would be situational, right? So
Absolutely.
So this was in church.
Church?
Yes.
Oh
All
my
great
god.
stories come with the church. I was still like a kid. I was like a preteen at the time. So like I knew better, but I didn't have enough problem-solving technique in my brain to actively know to fix the issue that was at hand. So we're in the middle of service, and I need to shit. Gotta poop. And so I look over at my mom and I say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she's, really? Right now? In the middle of the service? I'm like, it is not asking for permission. It is on its way right now.
It's dropping the load.
Next day delivery. It's coming. And
Ooh, unga bunga.
unga bunga.
It's coming.
And so I get up and I kind of like shuffle my way through everyone else because like I'm about to crap my pants. And I make my way to the bathroom. First bathroom walk you do, girls' bathroom. Don't need to be in there. Leave there. Goes into my bathroom and I look in there and I go to get to the toilet, and the toilet is beyond clogged. Beyond it. Like it is, someone already tried flushing it down and the water was like on the level with the bowl on the lip.
Oh, dude, that's a sad moment.
It's so bad, like the water is still. It's been there so long. And so as a kid, I think I could just flush it, right? So I go to flush it, doesn't work, obviously. Anyway, I'm panicking. It is at the door. It's no longer knocking. It is not ringing the doorbell. It is proceeding to attempt to kick the door down. I need to shit so bad. And the only thing we have there is a urinal. And I can't lock the door to the bathroom because it's a public restroom in a church. So I did what any brave child would do. I took the trash can, rolled it to the door, and tried to prop it under the door so that it would not open. Thank every single god in existence that actually worked. And I proceeded to shit in the urinal. You didn't shit in the urinal. However, someone else felt the need to go to the restroom. And he goes to push the door open, and there's a trash can wedged between the door and the floor, so it's not going to open. And that door doesn't lock, so he gets kind of weirded out about that. So he starts like putting on it, and he starts banging on it. Says, "Is everything okay in there?" Yada yada, thinking I'm like someone who just died in the bathroom or something.
Are they not confused how you locked the door?
That's just it. They're like thinking like a dead body is laying at the base of the door, and I'm like freaking out because I am mid drop off. I am mid drop off, and they're just trying to break my damn door down while this thing's trying to get out my back door. And there was nothing but fear and panic and shit just going for it. And so like what can I do? I can't speed the process along. I can't force it out. So I literally have to break that Kit Kat right in the middle.
Oh, no.
And just rip my pants up. And act like I didn't just shit in a fucking urinal.
You had to act like that wasn't you.
I had to act like that wasn't me. I had to act like I just fucking panicked because I clogged the damn toilet. Because clogging the toilet is going to be easier to fucking explain than the fact that I broke a damn Kit Kat off in a fucking urinal.
So, oh my god. Did this guy get in while you were ripping up your pants?
Oh, no.
Let him in.
Thankfully, the trash can held. The trash can held until I was able to open the door. And I mean, I'm just kind of looking at this dude who's looking at me who just removed a trash can. And I kind of just look at him. I got to come up with a story on the spot. And I say, look, I'm so sorry. I panicked. I clogged the toilet. I didn't know what to do, so I pried the door, and I just didn't know what to do. I couldn't just unclog it, so I just tried to find out what I could do to unclog it. And he obviously was mad because he used the bathroom, couldn't get in, and apparently he needed to shit too, so couldn't shit because the bathroom's clogged. And sure enough, as time went on, he proceeded to attempt to manhunt me down in the middle of church. Because before he could accuse me of shitting in the urinal, I was gone. I was back with my family. And I didn't shit until I got home.
So this man didn't shit in the urinal too?
He may have. I don't know. He may have had a little more self-respect than that. I don't know. I would like to think that he was like staring at me because he secretly knew deep down I was the one who shat in the urinal.
And lied about it in church.
If you're out there and you happen to find this podcast, I'm not sorry I shat in the urinal. I am sorry, however, that I lied to you about clogging the toilet because someone else was not man enough to claim that problem, because their problem literally butterfly affected the fact that I had to shit in the urinal, break that Kit Kat off mid-bar, hold my shit in for another 3 fucking hours, and proceed to go shit as soon as I get home.
Man, that story brought back memories. It really did. It brought back memories for me of my old church's bathroom. I hated going to the bathroom at church. I hated it. I really did. Because like,
same.
So how this thing was laid out is you could basically hear the sermon going on, right? You could hear the singing going on from where the toilet was. Now, in my mind, you see, I come from a if I can see you, you can see me mentality. Which also is, in my head, if I can hear you, you can hear me. You know what I mean? So, I'm a very shy peer, very good friend of mine. We're good friends, very good friends today. Has caused me to have anxiety while going to the bathroom. I like to say that I am gun shy. You know what I mean? I have a hard time using public restrooms. Ain't gonna lie. If I'm in there trying to have a piss and somebody's in there, I know for fucking shit stinks that they're trying to listen to me pee and see if it sounds the same as their pee. You know what I mean? That's what I have. Now, same with plops. You know what I mean? Same with fucking shitting in the toilet. But, yes. So in my mind, I was in there, I'd be in there like trying to have a wee little shit. in the church toilet. And
Disgusting.
I'm just hearing him in there, just doing this, and God said, just going at it. And I'm in there like, oh my God, if I fart, they're going to hear me. At least if people in the first row. You know what I mean? Because there were pews that were lined up to the side to the hallway to the bathroom. If there was someone sitting on that corner, they could hear me just fucking, letting them rip. They could hear me plopping. They could probably hear me, having diarrhea. I don't know what I had at the time. I had all kinds of stuff going on. I went to that church for years. Oh man. And then they would know that I went to the bathroom at church. Oh my God. Oh. They would know that my pants were down, number one. They would know, number two, that there were solids and or liquids leaving one of the several holes that I have in my entire body.
Okay, that statement almost got a little weird.
Statement
was the several holes.
Several. I could have been puking. You don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
Listen.
Or bleeding out of every orifice. In the middle of church, which really would not have looked good on you or your family.
That's whenever you're having the sacrifice in the toilet, and the church is no longer holy ground. You know what I mean?
It's been defiled.
Been followed by some sort of summoning. Oh my gosh. Well, everybody, this has been a wonderful first hour. How are you doing?
Yes.
Tell us all. Now, if you're on YouTube, I want you to tell us in the comments. If you're on Spotify, I want you to join the Discord right now. There's a link on Spotify. Join the Discord. We're always having good times on Discord. Tell us how you are doing literally right now in this episode. I'll be looking. Dare will be looking.
I have no choice.
They have no choice. I want to know. But anyway, I lost my absolute fucking mind while you were telling your story. Did you finish your first margarita yet?
Yes, I did.
You better start sipping on your second one, son.
Jesus Christ.
The second one's stronger than the first. Because that third beer was really kicking in while I was mixing the second margarita, so it's about...
The salt is so loose.
Fucking lick it off the table, son. I used water. I don't have any sticky stuff. I wasn't able to rub one... We're on camera now.
We're on camera.
I wasn't able to rub one out.
I'm going to emphasize that. I'm really going to emphasize. I'm going to love editing this.
You are.
30 minutes later, when we finally have video, and I bet you this stupid thing fucking stopped recording too. Watch this shit.
Please check.
Fuck you, it's still recording.
Yes, sir. Just fuck me. There you go.
No, that's on the OnlyFans and the Patreon.
I thought that was on the hub.
No, it's not free anymore.
It's not free anymore? Oh, that's right. Yeah, if y'all want to see that shit, you gotta pay money. Because his ass still hurts. But anyway.
You numbed it. Anyway.
Oh, did the cream work?
No. It just hurts so much, eventually it stopped hurting.
I can't help it. I have such a big penis, Derek.
Well, you won't let me stuff my 1x4. Anyway. This is what happens whenever you get us together. I'm not sorry, I don't apologize.
I'm not apologizing either. I don't give a damn.
Don't give a damn.
I don't give a what's left of my margarita. Now, everybody, for these margaritas, for the first one was a 1-to-1 ratio, roughly. And for the second one was a 1.5 to 1 ratio. 1.5, no, not 1.5 to 1. 1.5 to half. Right, 1.5 to 0.5 ratio of moonshine to margarita mix. Because that third beer really kicked in. I was feeling pretty good. And I just mixed them. And I'm almost done with mine. Derry hasn't even started his, which I recommend. I believe in you. Oh my god, this isn't going to taste as good as the first one. It's going to taste more like sour raspberry. You're going to get more of a sour flavor from this. I will say you're going to feel the acidity from the moonshine flavoring in this one a whole lot more. We went from, howdy everybody, we have video now, not really having video, to having video talking about shitting in church, to Oh, also, we were talking about fucking fisting each other and lions.
No, not each other, just the lions.
Sorry, fisting the lions, and then someone fisting us. Back to a drink review channel, which is kind of what this is. Kind of is. It's kind of about.
It's basically what this is at this point. We just talk about whatever and then review the drink.
And we're also showing you what happens when you have a lot of it. We're doing you a favor. If you want to be like this, drink a lot of that.
Yeah, we were definitely gone places because I am. Also, it's giving me heartburn, but that's another thing.
The acidity.
Yeah, a lot of acidity. It's really good though. If you want to try that, definitely mix that up because that is actually really good.
And anytime you make it for somebody, I need you to do me a favor. If you ever make this margarita and you're like, hey, I heard about this from a podcast, tell them about the 5 o'clock reboot. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's another place in this world where you can actually get the recipe for this margarita. Even though it is a very simple recipe, a lot of places try to overcomplicate things, but here on the 5 o'clock reboot, we will try drinks of all sizes and all shapes and all kinds. Over the past literal every episode, we've had almost everything at least straight for the majority. We have had this liquor before, but we've never had this mixed drink. Now, if there is a mixed drink that you would like for us to try, send it in the Discord, okay? Or if you're on YouTube, send it in the comments. But the Discord's right there, man. Just download it. Join the Discord. We have a wonderful community. Everybody is, listen, we are always there, Like, I'm always there. Are you there?
I really don't have a choice. If I'm on my phone, I get notified anytime a message is sent. Because of the fact that we own the server, I also like to make sure that no one sends something stupid. Or something that breaks TOS.
And I also like to make sure that everyone's, doing our TOS terms of service.
Yep.
I'm so fucking smart. Yeah. I'm a genius. Everybody. Listen, you want to know how I know I'm a smart drunk? I ask the big questions. Okay? Why can the asshole fit 2 raccoons in it? That's a big question. Raccoons can burrow into holes 4 inches wide. The asshole can spread 8 inches without taking permanent damage in diameter.
Without taking permanent damage. That's so specific.
I've researched. I've looked that fact up a lot in high school.
That's really specific.
My ass still hurts, Derek. Anyway.
Like, it's not even, like just saying that it stretches 8 inches would have been enough for me, but 8 inches without permanent damage. That takes Raftali to a whole new level.
To be straight up honest with you, I pull a lot of shit out of my ass when I talk.
Well, apparently it's 8 inches worth.
Maybe that's why I'm able to talk so much.
Probably.
How much would a word be quantified if it were mass? Because obviously it is mass because it's sound waves. Now how big is a sound wave?
We're getting philosophical.
This is important, Derek.
Oh God, he's Googling.
I'm Googling mass of a sound wave. Mass of a sound. That's not how you spell sound.
We're gonna make sure you delete your history later because that was a lot of dicks.
We don't talk about this.
Oh, sorry. I'll cut it out. Maybe.
For a 1 second long, 1 watt sound wave in water, the amount of mass would be about 0.1 milligram. So that's 1,000th of a gram. No. 0.1, that's a tenth. So you take that. That's a tenth of a thousandth of a milligram. So that's 1/10,000th. Sorry, everyone. Clear that shit. Where 1/10,000th of a milligram is a sound wave. It says it's honest to God, gravitational mass, the one we experience every day. Sound waves have mass. It has mass, Derek.
I mean, I would assume so.
It does. Isn't that crazy? Do you feel a sound wave? Unless I'm screaming in your ear.
You can feel a sound wave.
You can, but I'm not going to do that to you because it hurts. When you notice the feeling of a sound wave, it's painful.
I mean, even light has density. Light has weight. Even a shadow has weight.
Because a shadow is the opposite of light. It's like a negative mass, isn't it?
I don't know what it's called specifically. I would Google it, but well.
Well, now we're gonna look up the weight of a shadow, everybody.
And I'll take this time so that we don't accidentally have this die midway to tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe, whole dealio. If I ever learn how to edit properly, I will just add it into an animated section over our bodies and faces, and you guys will be hypnotized by the fact that it works so well and looks so good in editing. You will like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on our Twitch. Make sure you go over to our gaming channel. Check out our Sea of Thieves. We are actually going to be working to become Pirate Legends. Now, the first episode was very clickbaity. It'll be out by then with the second episode, but that's okay.
It was, and to be fair, there were a lot of things that I wasn't aware of in the first episode, such as the audio in your video.
That was so fucking funny. Oh my god. The middle of Guy just being like, you are looking to become the king of the pirates, the Sea of Thieves. And you're just like, I'm going to cram this banana down my face. This is a good banana. I like this banana. It's a good banana.
I did.
This is the best time. But how much time do we have left on this guy?
A good chunk, actually.
Really? Well, we got just enough. I'd say just enough to be able to get all that stuff and get it moved over to the hard drive, and then we can call it.
Absolutely. Yes, everyone. This episode has been a roller coaster of emotions. Probably because we pre-gamed a good chunk before the episode. I pre-gamed a most amazing chunk before this episode. And Derek pre-gamed a good chunk, but he can maintain himself a whole lot easier than I can. Now, everyone, he's already told you the things that you need to do. I think... Oh, hold on. What's that noise? I hear the noise of the time. Is it time for you to tell me where this drink lies on the clock, Derek?
I suppose it do be that time. Well, what you said about it was nowhere near off the mark. It tastes exactly like a sour punch straw.
I do not like it.
And it was actually really good. Besides the fact that it's so acidic that it gives me a bit of heartburn. But
fair.
It is good. It's fantastic. If you have the chance, do yourself a favor. Get this guy in your system. Go do something fun with your time while you're riding that buzz or you're riding your alcoholic levels.
It's so simple. Make it for you and your friends.
It's incredibly good. I mean, you could literally take an entire jar of that, an entire bottle of the margarita mix, put it into a bowl, take it to a party. And it is good. It's very good. It tastes great. It goes down easy. Of course, drinking an entire cup and then some is a little damaging to my whatever the fuck is burning right now. But that tends to happen.
It's very acidic because there's lemon juice and lime juice in the margarita mix. And then obviously with the sour raspberry, there's going to be a lot of, I would assume, is probably citric acid mixed in with the flavoring. That's just a very common acidic flavoring that a lot of places use to add a sour to either balance out a very bitter flavor or, things like that.
Yeah. But for me personally, this guy actually, and this is not just because my buddy made it for me, this right here is an actual 5 out of 5 on the clock. The reason is because it is great. It's a great tasting drink. Goes down easy. Only issue that I do have is the fact that it causes me a bit of heartburn, but that is from me. That's from a problem that I have. The drink did not do anything wrong. It is just because I am weak and unable to fully enjoy this on a regular time. I will finish this tonight, however. This will be gone by the end of the night.
Your ass better have.
Heartburn be damned. I will finish this drink because it is good. It's one of my personal favorites. You're going to be biased on this, I'm sure. However, where's that lie for you on the clock?
For me, apologies. I would have to rate this myself at a 5 out of 5. It does give me a little bit of heartburn, but then again, that does have to do with the fact I have drank one moment. Everyone on YouTube, you're gonna enjoy this. Everyone on Spotify, I'm killing this second fucking cup. There it was.
Can confirm. Empty cup. Clean sips, clean lips.
Now, this drink is very acidic. If you want to avoid heartburn, I would recommend taking like a Tums or something like that beforehand. I did not. It is very acidic due to the lime and lemon juice from the margarita mix, and with it being a sour flavor, notably sour flavor, the high acidity within the alcohol itself is going to cause it to be a very acidic drink. It does, however, taste like a Sour Punch straw candy. If you like that candy, if you like sour candy that has a little bit of a fruity flavor on the end of it, then I highly recommend this drink. It has been reviewed well from not only myself, my girlfriend has enjoyed this drink. Some of our other friends have enjoyed this drink. Some of the generals in the 5 o'clock army, or officers, some of the other officers in the 5 o'clock army that you have heard beforehand have had this drink and enjoyed it. I don't know what they rate it, but I would rate it a 5 out of 5. If I had that liquor on hand, I would actually make this drink before I would mix it straight. And that's why I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Because the drink itself is amazing. It is phenomenal. I could drink that liquor straight all day and be fine. I mean, I would be drunk. Don't get me wrong. I'd be shit-faced because I'm wasted right now.
Same.
But, hell, yeah, man. But, that being said, I love this drink. I would rather have the mixed drink than the liquor itself, which is why I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. If I'd rather have it straight, I would have drank it straight. But the fact that I found a mixture that I really like with this alcohol and have decided to implement it into my drinking rituals, I guess, is what's going to give me cause me to give this a 5 out of 5. Buddy, we're ringing the fucking bell at the 5 o'clock today. Double 5 out of 5. We've not had this in forever.
That's a 2 5s out of 5. And yes, I do have the sound clip for the 5 o'clock.
There it was.
That's the one. Maybe that should be the one for the lower grades, for the terrible drinks.
It definitely will be. Just be like, this was a shitty ass drink.
Do not buy this.
Do not mix this. The drink with mayonnaise, don't do it. You know.
So do you know what the greasy Mexican is?
I do.
Those of you who do not know what the greasy Mexican is, it is literally a dollop of mayonnaise with tequila. That is one of the worst drinks you can order.
That will get that sound effect, but if it is recommended, we will drink it.
No, I won't.
Are you busy?
That is the one place where I actually can't eat mayo. Like, no joke.
You can't eat mayonnaise?
No, I will throw up.
Okay, we won't do that drink.
Unless you want to see me throw up. Which we'll see.
We won't do that drink. I'm going to take care of my buddy. He's going to take care of me. You know? I hope that smack was heard.
It's the egg that I taste. I don't know what it is. I like eggs. It's not mayonnaise eggs.
Mayonnaise eggs. I opened for them once in the Netherlands.
You too?
Yeah, man. Mayonnaise eggs? Dude, they're fucking...
Mayonnaise eggs right next to these nuts.
There it was. Now, my friend, I have to know, even though we did pre-game, we have to count the pre-game in because we've done it.
Yep.
We have to.
Yep.
What? Dairy, I'm not talking about the clothes you're wearing exactly right now. I'm talking about metaphorically, physically, like mentally, sorry, not physically, mentally, what are you wearing right now?
Well, that's easy.
Oh my God. Keep that shit in your pants, my guy.
I mean, just drinking the one, taking the 2 shots, drinking the whole beer. I mean, those Mackenzies already get you going, too. It didn't take us very long to get Zooted Butt Naked off of that. But I mean, just drinking, I basically just downed a whole bottle, take 2 shots, finished the whole thing. And I mean, I obviously didn't keep up with you in the timing, but man, I am perfectly and undoubtedly Zooted Butt Naked to the degree of where the hell am I sometimes?
Dude, I understand.
It is such a good drink, and it's not like if I were to stand up right now, I'm not gonna like fall over, but I'm at a certain point that it is a nice plateau of where you should be just before crusping over to being, what is it?
Shiver me timbers, I'm trashed.
Yeah, trash, thrash, and ready to get bashed. It's not quite at that point where I'm going to have to crawl into my bed. It's a point where I can find my way to my bed, maybe trip over a couple of things, but
Zooted Butt Naked is where you want to be.
it is the proper area. So,
It's prime.
in the terms of what I'm wearing,
Tell me. I want to know. I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to listen, and I'm going to envision this.
it is a beautiful field of wheat. Spring has come finally.
Oh, beautiful.
It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's that perfect spring temperature. A crisp 72 degrees
Oh, my God.
Fahrenheit. Freedom units.
Yes, free. Let's fuck off.
And I have decided that it is best to experience nature in its full cusp. So I shed my shirt, my pants, my underwear, but I keep the shoes on.
Shoes?
Mainly because of the fact I'm walking through a field of, wheat.
You're not Zooted Butt Naked, buddy.
Well, I'm only wearing it for protective purposes.
Oh, that's different. No socks?
No socks.
Okay.
No
You're
socks.
good. You're good then. Sandals?
We're gonna say maybe like those weird. You know what? I'll even go a step further. That weird shit that you're able to stick on the bottom of your feet that make into shoes, so you don't have to wear shoes. They're like really durable against debris and things like that and puncturing through it. So just enough to where I don't have to worry about stabbing the bottom of my feet through stepping on wheat. And I just enjoy nature as I walk through the meadow, and I feel the wheat grazing my member. And just from Mother Nature slightly groping me, I've become erect. And I would even dare say, as nature spreads its seed in the middle of spring, I too have reached the point where I spread my seed.
Oh my God. Are you like working towards it, or are you just fucking shooting?
I'm letting nature do the work for me.
So wheat is jacking your dick right now.
Oh, it is doing some mystical things because I'm walking through the meadow, the wind is blowing, and it is just kissing me with 1,000 different wheat stalks.
1,000 wheat stalks. The whole field is just jacking my
1,000
dick.
wheat stalks are just kissing my cock.
Bro.
I am, in fact, Zooted Butt Naked. But
You are thoroughly zooted.
But damn.
Naked. Oh, that's a really cool little wave on the computer.
Now, Alex,
Yes.
what are you wearing?
What am I wearing? Okay. As we stroll through these hills, we're at an early May, mid-morning, not quite afternoon, because as of late, afternoon has gotten to be really warm. Now we're at an early mid-May afternoon where the weather has reached the perfect temperature. There is a mountain stream flowing down a hill that I can hear the little bumbling brook, and the weather has gotten so perfect, feeling in tune with nature, I've decided to shed my shirt, shed my pants, my socks and underwear too, and my shoes. And as the weather has warmed, I'm walking along this bubbling brook with my feet in the sod, keeping my feet at a perfect temperature while the rest of my body is getting kissed by the sun. It is a most blissful, some would say, is an immeasurable zen, the perfect peace feeling over the entire body as I stand listening to this brook. A breeze blows and my nutsack swings and my dong is doing the same. They move in unison, not attached to each other because that would be muggy and hot and uncomfortable, but just pleasant as I sit and enjoy the world for what it is. I am in fact zooted but naked. Derek.
Properly.
Absolutely properly. This has been a most effective journey. We not only do we have a 5 out of 5, we also have a double zooted but naked on this episode of the 5 o'clock reboot. Not only is it a double zooted but naked and a double 5 out of 5 o'clock, this is also the first recording in-house together with video on YouTube. We see you there and we thank you.
You should really clean your room.
I really should. I know. I just moved in. There's a lot of work I need to
talking
do.
to you. I was talking to them.
Oh. Hold on.
Yeah, get close to that.
Yeah.
If I wear glasses, I can see that shit from here.
Oh, I don't wear glasses. Yeah.
You should really get that crusty sock from underneath your
Under the bed, yeah, dude.
bed,
Like
okay.
I see that, like it's poking out. I can tell because like there's still like a circle because it's so starched from the sugars of, you know.
I'll bet you that shit can stand up. Hey, you stand that up for me. Yeah, you
Oh my God, they're doing it.
take it. Yeah, stand it up. Ugh.
Listen, man, I'm proud of you for using the same sock for so long, and like even though it starts to feel uncomfortable, but
That feels like 70 grit sandpaper.
if you're able to come with 70 great sandpaper, dude, you're a monster.
There's something wrong.
You're a legend. I'm not trying to say a positive connotation, but there's a wonderful feature.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm proud of you. Wash that sock and get another.
Yeah. Or just use your hands like a normal person.
To be fair. But everyone, I would like to thank you so much. I'm sure Derek would as well. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the 5 o'clock reboot, the first ever with video, the first ever in-house recording, and the first ever double 5 out of 5, the first ever double zooted but naked. It has been an amazing milestone, and you know, y'all are really here to thank for that. Y'all are the reason that we're here. Y'all are the reason that we're doing what we're doing today, and I would like to thank you so much for that. All right? Now, I hope that y'all have a wonderful week. Hope we've started your week off right. And you know what? I think we'll catch you in the next one. All right?
Bye.
Bye.